The void one. The void doesn't speak, but it listens. I didn't grow up with answers, I grew up with silence. Silence in the room, silence in the eyes, silence after the shouting stopped. Some people heal through love, some heal through absence. That's healing from silence. I talk about where I'm from and where I'm at because it's just as important as far as the tools that I was talking about in my last vlog. As far as what you use, and this is about where you would be. That healing from silence. The void that teaches one thing: no one is coming. Not for your rescue, not for your validation, not for your pain. You either become the rope or you sink. I sank for a while, years maybe, and I still feel that. But being down for long enough, you start to feel the shape of the walls, you stop looking up and you start looking around. And that's when the depression recovery begins. Not escape, adaptation. You build something, not to climb out, but to stand in it. That's emotional survival. That's mental health in the shadows. I didn't escape the void. I made the floor and stood, and that was enough to begin. And that's where I find myself now. If you understand what I'm saying, just like with many of these, then even if you have a different perspective, and we're not all the same, we're not clones, we're not, we're not a lot of things. But I think if you can sympathize, meaning you've gone through it, or you can empathize because you've gone through something like it, you understand. And the point being is that sharing life's experiences, I know a lot of sometimes it comes out with other people and they look for maps or clues as far as from what other people have come from or what they've been through. If they did it, well, maybe there's a possibility for me. That doesn't really help as far as the frustration of when one feels alone. And that can be a scary thing. Mostly because of the thing that I just mentioned, the void, the silence. When you search online and you're looking for answers and you find nothing but noise. Things that are unhelpful, things that don't actually honestly provide you with any answers whatsoever. And some just add to more confusion. It's maddening. It's frustrating. That's why I talked about the tools and the clarity before as far as how to find them. But I don't think it means to overlook where you're at and where you sit. And there is certainly motivations that tell you what other people have been through. Like I said, the man with no arms and no legs. That doesn't necessarily help you, even if his life seems dreamy or he seems to have overcome. Because in a snapshot, you don't get the entire context. You don't always necessarily know the narrative of other people's journeys, whether it be good or bad, because it's always going to be there. And so my hope is that if you're listening, you're watching this, maybe you engage, subscribe, and comment. And this is why I think it's more important to focus on content over production, and why being authentic has, for me, so much more value when I look for other people and to other people, and a big chunk of part of what I share myself in my journey. So, until next vlog, famous Venus flytrap, take good care of you. I gotta go.